Happy holidays, Libra. Welcome to your RuneScope for December. Around for December, I think that you will have a lot going on in December, and you may, for a lot of you, this may be at work, it may be emotionally, you're just, dealing with a lot of different emotions, because we have a 7 of Cups, and 7 of Cups normally means a lot of options, so many that you're confused maybe about which road to take, which path to take, or conflicted emotions about a person or a situation in December that you're trying to sort through and sort out. This may have to do with some communication that comes from someone. There may be a misunderstanding or an argument in December. Or there may be misunderstandings regarding the holidays and travel. And, there may be delays around that. I do have to throw that out there again. This has come up for just about every sign, delays in travel. So I'm thinking we're probably going to have some weather around the prime travel days. So knowing that, if you're watching this on the November side and you haven't made your travel plans yet, you might want to see if you can maybe travel on a day that's less high travel. You may go late or go early for the holidays if you can. If you are traveling by car, please do have everything checked out or get a rental. If you're not so sure about your own vehicle's worthiness to travel, if you're going a great distance. And just if you're out and about, even locally, if your family lives near you, please be careful, because I do feel like maybe there will be, here in the Northern Hemisphere, some snow going on, some ice. Just be careful. For those of you that it is, and I feel like those of you who are traveling or who are planning to travel, it may just be that you've got so much going on, you don't know if you're going to be able to. But what I'm getting with the runes is that if you want to, you can make it a priority. And, and I think that things, if you're feeling stressed at the beginning of December, and, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get away, I really need to finish this project, everybody deserves some time off for the holidays. So, and everybody expects people to take off for the holidays. So, I think even those of you who are a bit, unsure at the beginning of December, it looks like, you can finalize this. You can make it happen if you want to take a little break and go see your family for the holidays. You can make it happen. That's the way the challenge. Again, it'll be different for all of you. But it seems like whatever the issue is, whether it's a delayed communication or difficult communication, disappointing communication, an argument, whatever it is, it does look like there are a lot of options or ways that you can resolve it. But it, of course, will be different for all of you depending on the situation and depending on the other person involved, if there is a person involved. So, but I feel like if you focus on this and just think about it, you're going to get the solution. You're going to see that way forward. Because help that's going to be available to you in December has to do with financial things. It has to do with, finding that new beginning, finding that new opportunity. So those of you who maybe are, if you're looking for a new job or looking to start your own business, because we have the Knight of Pentacles coming up in the help position. So that's normally an earth sign. It could be that an earth sign person is helping you out. It can be a female as well, but he is presenting as a knight. So, this could be somebody who's, relatively young or just maybe has the exuberance of someone in their 20s or early 30s. But the earth signs, just a reminder, are Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So this could be somebody with that sign as a sun sign or with that heavy earth influence in their chart. This is the money guy. He's practical. He has a plan. He has a plan for steady finances. So maybe some of you are maybe not wanting to go home because you can't afford to get people really super gifts this year. You know, their finances may be a bit strained for you, Libra. And I feel like, though, you are going to, you could maybe ask advice from somebody, or if you need to get a loan, or if you need to, get an advance on salary, some of you, or maybe work a little extra if you need to get overtime. To get some gifts. I feel like your boss or whoever, even a bureaucratic organization, a bank, whoever you're dealing with will give you some options, a way forward. Let's see what else we've got coming up in the help here. Yeah, any delays or frustrations that have been going on with family, if there have been arguments within the family, regarding a secret that's come out. Any secrets that come out in December are actually going to be a help to you. So maybe a secret is revealed that explains the way someone has been acting, or maybe the negative reaction that they got, or the reason they started an argument, or the reason the two of you got into an argument. Because I feel like maybe until December, there was something that was hidden from you going on with this person, or going on with them that you didn't know about, that will explain their behavior a little bit more. And this actually leads to a new way forward. And again, this may be an earth sign person, or somebody who is, and air and earth, you don't have a lot in common. What you do have in common is that you both can be analytical. So, maybe this was an emotional, maybe somebody was upset emotionally, one of you, and air and earth can have a difficult time maneuvering those emotions. Water and fire are a little bit better with the emotional side of things. But yeah, it may just be that the two of you have been unable. And you can't analyze emotions. You can't analytically. Emotions are not analytical. They're not logical. So when you try to apply a logic to emotion, you're going to come up empty. Pretty much 99.5% of the time, because they're just not logical. Everyone's different, and how people react emotionally is specific to them and their personality and their upbringing, and so many factors. And then when you throw it all together, of course, we upset each other. So, but I do think a new way will be found forward, and it will be presented to you by the earth sign, or this person that this is representing. So yeah, it seems like they maybe they may communicate with you. Look, I know we have had some difficulties, but I don't want that to keep you from coming home. So at the beginning of December, you may feel like, I can't go home. I don't want to see this person, and we had an argument. I don't want to deal with them. I do feel like they will reach out to you and be like, look, don't let this stop you. We can table this, or, maybe it will be better if you talk about it face to face, because maybe up until this time it's been only through text messages or emails or something like that. And it's very easy to take someone the wrong way that way, as I've mentioned before when I get these rooms. So yeah, I feel like there's some honesty that's going to happen. And for you, Libra, it's going to be something like, well, why didn't you just tell me that in the first place? Why didn't you just tell me that was the problem in the first place? Now, for some of you, this may be a romantic partner, or someone who lives with you, a roommate, somebody who's been disruptive in the home. It may be that, and you are, you figure this out. You may find out, well, I've been worried about my job, or there's some kind of secret, something somebody's been hiding from you. And you'll be like, well, that explains it. I understand that you snapped at me and it wasn't really about me. Because I don't feel it's about you, Libra, for the most part. This seems to be about something else. And you were just kind of there and took the brunt of it. So yeah, if something has happened or somebody responded to you in a way that does not make sense or is not characteristic of them, there's a reason. I think you're going to find out what it is in December. Some of you may be dealing with some stuff around your home. Something may be may go down, may go up. So I'm feeling like, again, this could be weather related, or maybe the power goes out, or, because of an ice storm, or maybe there's something up with the house that needs to be fixed that you didn't know about. But whatever it is, it does look like you'll be able to get someone there to fix it, and you'll be able to either set up a payment plan if it costs a lot, or scrounge around and find the money to do this. So, because that could be how this works out in a mundane sense. Whatever this is, though, it does seem that you need to get it fixed, but you will be able to get someone out there maybe right before the holidays or right after and get this fixed. So, someone is going to come and help you with that, and you'll be able to afford it. So, it's a pain in the butt at this time of the year for something to go wrong with your house or whatever. If it's an apartment, it seems like the landlord will be able to get that fixed, because I feel like it's something that has to be acted on rather quickly, because maybe it's been hidden from you for a while, like a leak or something, and then you find out about it, and it's like, oh, I have to get this fixed right away, and you're able to do that. So, yeah, I feel like for some of you, you're dealing with heartbreak. And for some of you, it's somebody's hurt you. For others, maybe you've hurt someone else. And, but I feel like this is an old situation. So, this is something that's been kind of ongoing. It's not new. But there's going to be a lot of power available to you in December to either move past this, Libra, or work it out if you want to. It's up to you. I feel like if it's an argument or a difficulty with another person that's hurt you, they will offer you an olive branch. They will make some sort of offer to you to work this out. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to stay that way. I do think this will at least be on the way to being resolved by the end of December, Libra. What can't be changed about December is that there may be a delay around a new start, or there may be a delay around a project. Again, going back to this, if this was a work situation and you were trying to get something going or completed, that may not happen before the holidays. But what I'm seeing is, don't stress about it. Take the time off. Don't, even if you're not going home for the holidays, take a break and take some time for you. And just, veg out in front of the TV and watch old holiday movies or something. Or watch some Netflix or something. Do a staycation if the weather's nasty. Still take advantage of it. Don't work. You need a break, Libra, is basically what I'm getting when it comes to work and projects and things like that. Those of you who have been trying to get pregnant, in December, you may be thinking that you are and then find out that you're not, but I'm not feeling like for the most of you should give up or anything like that. It's just, so try not to get too hung up on that. Try not to get too disappointed. I know it's difficult not to, but you're not done. The fat lady hasn't sung for the most of you. So, you're still going to have more chances next year. And I do feel like for those of you who have been trying next year, I think you're going to maybe, if you've had a lot of difficulty with this, you may find someone who can really help you. Maybe it's just that you haven't been to the right specialist or something. That, I feel like you may, and there may be travel involved with that, with you going to see this person, but I feel like they can really help you. So yeah, don't get too discouraged in December if that's the case. Libra, it's not the, final decision on that. If there's any delay around pregnancy or a loss in some way, if there's a miscarriage or something, I'm very, very sorry about that. But with miscarriages and things, what that normally means is that soul just, is not quite ready. Or there's something they needed to take care of. They'll be back. That was just the physical, vehicle, as it were, to carry that soul. And they just decided, not quite ready yet. I'll check back in with you next year. I forgot to do this. I'm going to change that course. So we have a lot to figure out before we come here. So yeah, if that's what's going on, Libra, you will have more success with that next year. Again, I do feel like there may be any disruption or secrets that come out, again, are so you can move forward. So yeah, if something comes out that somebody was hiding something from you, maybe if you were deceived in some way, it's actually going to be resolved in December or on the way to being resolved in December. There will be a new way forward. And, I do think for the most part, a lot of you are going to have, a good time over the holidays. You may be dreading the travel, but once you do, I feel like once you do get on the way, things go relatively smoothly. So, maybe it's just the beginning part of December where you're like, I don't know, everything's kind of up in the air. You don't know if you're going to be able to travel. But I do see that going well. If there are delays, I don't feel like for a lot of you, it will be horrible. Or you'll find your new way around it. You'll find out your flight's delayed. Well, I'm going to drive, or I'll fly in here and then go from there. Some of you may be, you're just not feeling nostalgic this year for whatever reason. Maybe this year at the holidays, it just doesn't feel like other years for some reason. Maybe somebody that has normally been there is missing, so maybe there was a death last year, and if so, I'm very sorry. Maybe this is the first year without someone, or maybe someone that is normally there or that you were looking forward to seeing just can't make it, or can't be there at the same time that you are, or maybe they came for Thanksgiving, or there's something where somebody seems to be missing, so it's different than maybe it's been in previous years. Or maybe it's at someone else's house that it normally is. There's just something different. That may be why you're kind of like, oh, I'm not going to bother this year. But I actually think, it's kind of like whatever this is different about this year, it's actually going to end up, it's just an adjustment. But once everybody's adjusted, it's actually going to be pretty awesome. So, I mean, I do think that if you can go, number one, it's going to give you a break from stress and work and all of that stuff. But also, it is going to be a time for you to reconnect with the people that are there. So that is what I see, Libra. I do, again, want to wish you a very happy holiday season.